Hi, everyone. It's Tracy Malone from NarcissistAbuseSupport.com. Today, I have an interesting topic, very often discussed and questioned. What happens when two narcissists marry? Wouldn't you like to be a fly on the wall? The bickering, the one-upmanship, the control. I can imagine it would be a very fun thing to watch, but that's just me. If you're actually living it or wondering about it, let's talk about it because narcissistic relationships are challenging when there's a person that's not a narcissist, but when you've got two, it can become very volatile. And each of the narcissists' need for control and admiration and dominance creates a unique high conflict environment that there's not enough supply. You're both narcissists, you both need supply, and they don't give supply. So, it comes down to sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, but at first glance, they're attracted just as the normal person is to the charm, to the confidence, to the apparent power. And this charisma is captivating. It always is with a narcissist, but when two of these people meet, there's like a magnetic attraction. And it could be that they admire each other's like status or ambition or intelligence, looking at it like and comparing it to their own, and sort of together they imagine themselves as the power couple. You know those power couples where they're both a little bit on the upper scale of narcissism, right? But when they've got those traits, it becomes a point of friction for them. And the struggle for control is probably the first place that's going to be affected in a relationship like this, right? Because someone's going to try to dominate it. It's just what they do, right? But disagreements and things like that are going to escalate quickly, and they're not going to compromise, and they're never going to admit fault. So if they're not at fault and they're not at fault and there's not a codependent people pleaser to take that fault, what happens then, right? It's that dominance that they are constantly trying to fight for. And if the relationship is going to work, then one is going to have to slip into that more submissive role. And while they're there, they may be plotting how to get out of it. So don't think it's like a submissive role forever. It's like they just get settled in this little place and then they end up trying to fight their way out of it, and interjecting themselves into more things that maybe they find more important friends, or they up their level here. They're always one-upping themselves, and this can end up being quite explosive, as you can imagine. Again, fly on the wall, pick me. I'd like to watch this game. It would be an interesting match. Um, when they're looking for control, they're also looking for that admiration and validation. Supply is what we call it, right? And so in public, they may have almost like a public war fight to outshine each other and vie for the attention of everybody that's there. And often they put down the other partner. Just remember, if you're in a narc relationship, they will put you down, right? So why wouldn't they put the other one down to raise themselves? That's what narcissists do. And they often use it as humor or constructive criticism, right? They have to become superior. They have to be the one everyone likes. They need this, but it could also stir up jealousy and resentment in a narcissist, right? This is going to breed insecurity, and instead of finding support for each other, they become each other's harshest critics, right? The emotional toll on them and the manipulation is what comes next. And when they marry, the emotional games are part of their life, right? They both deploy guilt tripping and stonewalling and silent treatment, just like us. Gaslighting is where they're going to also just up themselves on gaslighting. It's funny. Do you think they talk about it at the dinner table? I don't know. But they're going to have a lot of conflict, and it's not going to be based on true emotional depth or intimacy. They're going to fight for the title, for the better position, and it's always going to be that. Of course, every narcissist is on a different spectrum. So you could have a narcissist that is happy to take second chair, happy to ride it out because they are so in admiration of the head narcissist, if you would, that they're so, starstruck or, oh, they're so great and this and that, that they'll take the second seat. But then they'll still work their magic to still manipulate behind the scenes, almost like a covert narcissist would, to try to get more of their control back. So this is a little outline about what happens when two narcissists marry, and I don't know. It would be fun to watch, but I know that it is not fun for the families who are experiencing this because one narcissist was bad enough, but now having two in the family, not so good. So this is Trace Malone. If you are looking for more information on narcissism, you can reach me on my website, narcissistabusesupport.com. I've got lots of resources and lots of education, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you.